all these sons fell in line with Jacob. And so it just goes through all the children and their sons as they were as they were born um, and growing up underneath of Jacob's sons, all his grandchildren, and in some cases great grandchildren. And the the interesting thing I want you to see, if you look at verses 26 and 27, um, it says, "And all the souls that came with Jacob into Egypt," and we're on chapter 46, "and all the souls that came with Jacob into Egypt, which came out of his loins, besides Jacob's sons' wives, all the souls were numbered threescore and six. And the sons of Joseph, which were born him in Egypt, were two souls. All the souls of the house of Jacob, which came into Egypt, was were threescore and ten." Hey, how you doing? Threescore and ten. Now, when you look at it, it's saying, first of all, it said 66. That was the first number that pop out. That was the first number that pop out. We remember back earlier, it said 75. Because we dealt with that. Matter of fact, one of the reference scriptures for this is Acts chapter 7, verse 14. And it speaks of where it says, "Then sent Joseph and called his father Jacob to him and all his kindred, threescore and 15 souls." That's 60 plus 15. That's 75. So I don't really know where the discrepancy is coming in at. I'm not really sure, because I was thinking at one point I said, well, they said something about all the souls that came from his loins except for his sons' wives. Well, you would think that his sons, each of them had a wife, and he had what, 10 sons at home? 10 sons? No, he had 11 sons at home then. So if you add 11 wives to that, then then you got 66 plus. Then you got 77. So that's not right, unless some of the sons, wives had died, and if and every son didn't have a wife that was alive. It's a whole lot to that. I'm just going on what the Bible said, and it says here it says 75. In this place it says 70.
Do you think it's possible that we had two different recorders
Oh, um,
or more?
maybe it's with something like this. To me, now this is to me. Um, that the exact number is not all that important to me, and it's possible that we have more than one recorder. And keep in mind that the established recorder of Genesis is Moses. He was nowhere in sight when all of this was going on.
Right.
Matter of fact, this is right now. It says 215 years after the promise was given to Abraham, and it's going to be another 400 years from this point before Moses, 400 years or better, before Moses comes on the scene. It's going to be another 80 years before Moses comes back in the capacity of a minister slash prophet slash leader. So, so when did he start writing this? He might just start writing this until he was 100 years old. You know, so it's a lot of years in between. So, anything. If I was to start right now, excuse me. Oh, I got you. If I was to start right now in this room and whisper something to Barbara, and whisper something and pass it around the room, y'all have played this game before in school. Pass it around the room, and by the time it get back to me,